Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Deborah. I'm from Indonesia. Younger generations here, especially in urban areas, are becoming more open-minded and view sexual intimacy as a natural part of a relationship.
All right, y'all, let's go there. What happens if modern American dating culture spreads across the entire planet? Short answer, humanity might go extinct. Long answer, keep watching. We've officially reached a point where dating feels like a competitive sport, but no one's scoring. Women are told to boss up, never need a man, and match masculine energy. Men, told to be softer, unlearn masculinity, and basically become emotional labradoodles. Now let's pause for a second and ask, has any other species in history tried this? Nope. You don't see lady gorillas putting on a pantsuit to prove they can lead the troop. You don't see male penguins refusing to bring pebbles to the nest because it's her turn. That's because every other species on Earth operates on instinct, and instinct is built off biology. Science 101. Females carry life, males protect and provide. That's not sexist, that's literally why we're here. The human male is built larger, faster, and stronger for a reason, because nature designed him to take on the dangerous task. The human female has a uterus, estrogen, and a biological superpower that men will never have. The ability to create life. But somewhere along the way we said, nah, let's ignore all that and make everyone the same, because TikTok said so. Here's the problem. When you fight biology, biology always wins, and right now, birth rates are plummeting, relationships are collapsing, and people would rather swipe on apps than actually talk. If this spreads globally, we're not just becoming less romantic, we're becoming less reproductive. And a species that stops reproducing, well, that's called extinction. So maybe, just maybe, gender roles weren't some oppressive social construct. Maybe they were a survival mechanism we're now casually deleting for the dopamine rush of 300 Instagram likes. But hey, at least we'll all die equally, right? But don't worry, fellas, there's still hope. Because while American women are busy flirting with the end of humanity, there are women around the world who still embrace their femininity and embrace the natural order of nature. And lucky for you, I'm doing the research. So since most of y'all still haven't renewed those passports, I'm gonna do the work for you. I'm reaching out to women from all over the world to tell you exactly how dating works in their country. And more importantly, why you should probably book a one-way ticket ASAP. Okay, on today's episode we have...
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Deborah. I'm from Indonesia. Yes, many women in Indonesia are open to dating men from other countries, especially Western, and this can be influenced by many factors. Some women in Indonesia may see them offering social or financial stability, which can be appealing, and others are drawn to the idea of cultural exchange, learning new language, or experiencing life from different perspectives. In some cases, dating someone from abroad is also seen as a chance for a better future or new opportunities, especially if it leads to living or working abroad. But not all Indonesian women feel this way, and many still prefer local partners due to shared culture, religion, and values. For many women, especially those who raise in a religious environment, sex is considered something private. It's a taboo topic, it's not openly discussed, and reserved for marriage only. However, younger generations here, especially in urban areas, are becoming more open-minded and view sexual intimacy as a natural part of a relationship. I think sex can be important in maintaining closeness and emotional connection, but it is not a key factor in long relationship. And some couples prioritize emotional compatibility, family values, and shared goals over sexual intimacy, especially after marriage.
Let's pause for a second and talk about the beauty of Indonesian women. First off, there's this effortless exotic charm they carry, like they were born with a touch of mystery and calm serenity in their eyes. Their skin tones range from golden honey to rich bronze, often glowing under the sun like they're permanently vacation-ready. Their features are soft and delicate, almond-shaped eyes, gentle cheekbones, and warm, inviting smiles that feel like a hug to your soul. And don't get me started on their hair. Thick, dark, and often flowing like a waterfall in slow motion. But what makes it even better? That subtle grace in the way they carry themselves. Feminine, grounded, and respectful of tradition. It's like beauty and humility had a baby, and that baby grew up in Bali. Now, let's get back to her explaining why you should date Indonesian women.
In Indonesia, traditional values still play a big role, especially when it comes to relationship. A lot of women here take pride in cooking for their man, raising a family, and letting the guy to lead the household. It's like showing respect and care for her man. And in many families, it's like super common for the guy to come to the woman's house and ask for her parents' permission first. It's like about showing respect and love. But of course, Indonesia is very huge and Indonesia is super diverse. And in big cities, you will find a lot of women here who are independent and educated while still holding on to cultural vibes. So while tradition is strong, the modern vibes are definitely blending in here.
Do women in your country expect men to be tall, rich, and amazing in bed, like the stereotype of what some American women expect? Or are the expectations different where you're from? What really matters to women in your country?
From what I've seen and experienced here, most Indonesian women don't expect men to be tall, super rich, or amazing in bed, like the stereotypes you sometimes hear in Western culture. But sure, physical appearance and financial stability can be attractive, but they are not the top priority for many women here. What really matters more is personality, emotional connection, and how a man treats his partner. A lot of women here, including myself, value things like kindness, loyalty, a strong sense of responsibility, and good communication, especially in our culture where values and traditions still hold a strong influence. Qualities like trust, shared belief, and emotional support are often more important than just looks or money. Indonesia is a huge country, thousands of islands, hundreds of ethnic groups, and so many different languages, beliefs, and traditions all living side by side in the same country. Even every region in Indonesia has its own unique vibes, such as Papua with its own tribal traditions to spicy foods in Padang. It's like every place you go in Indonesia will tell you different story. And what's even more amazing about Indonesia is how people with totally different backgrounds still share the same unity, respect, and warmth. And you can feel it by the way people treat each other here. And it is a beautiful mix of nature, cultures, values, and people that makes Indonesia not only beautiful but truly one of a kind.